Almost 35 years ago, a group of activists, young folk, elders, labor folk, they came together because at that moment, COINTELPRO literally had assaulted the Black Power movement, the Civil Rights movement, activists on the ground, and there was a vacuum of folks standing up to actually stand up and fight back against police terror in our communities. 35 years ago, they actually came into the fore to fill the fray. I don't have the words to say what I see in you at this moment. Your willingness to step forward, your willingness to stand up in this moment defies any explanation, any expectation that we had. Thank you. It's essential for us that you recognize that this moment cannot end here. This space, your participation was consecrated by blood sacrifice that goes back generations. The building behind you was the place that more than 200 years ago, Dred Scott's life was road worth 3/5 of a human being. Police terror existed well before slavery ended. They didn't value black lives then. They don't value black lives now. We have to recognize that this space is a moment in a continuum of a movement that expands for generations. Those red fountains are freaking me out because I'm thinking specifically of the blood that was shed by those who were auctioned on those steps. I'm thinking of the blood that soaked into the ground in Canfield. I'm thinking about the blood that soaked into the ground in North City. I'm thinking about the blood that soaked into the ground in South City this past week. That's why you're here. No underestimation of what happened on Twitter, social media, your willingness to come. But I think this moment was actually consecrated in blood. And your being here by these waters, not just these, not just the river that actually runs out there, but by that blood, baptizes you and gives you a new commitment to what this moment must represent. This moment only becomes a movement with you. Tori brought up Stokely, and Stokely had it right. You don't do this without organization. You can't do this as an individual. You can't do this by yourself. Meaning, if you from here, beyond just the Organization for Black Struggle, there are organizations on the ground. If you're not from here, there are organizations in your city, and you must join them. If there's not one in your city, you must start one. If this moment is to be more than just a movement, it takes you. It takes you organized. It takes you activated. It takes every one of you in the streets. If this moment is to become a movement, it's got to be about we. If this moment is going to be about a movement and real transformation, it's got to be organized. If this moment is going to be all that it can be, we got to make the cost of black life too high for them to take it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for staying in the streets. It's yours in struggle. Peace.